So today I am going to MBP Off-Road in California to get some bolt-ons done for my KDSS and my Panhard Track Bar. And he told me that he has a tune that would make my car a little bit more efficient, so I'm gonna go check that out. And what I wanted to do was just get like a little POV, just driving a little bit, cold start before I head out, just so I can kind of see if there's any physical difference, from driving before versus after. I will apologize in advance, I'm not the best at these POV angles. It's something I've been trying to master, but it's hard. Challenging. Apparently when you get the MBP Tune, right off the bat you'll notice a more linear acceleration, and you will notice slightly better fuel economy apparently. I don't think it really works though if you have like crazy big tires or something like that, just because you're not going to get that much efficiency already. So this is more so just for me, because my build is not overly complicated, it's not overly intense, it's more so just for me to road trip and go places that other cars can't go, other vehicles can't go. So let's just see how the tune looks, and it costs about $500 some, and then the tune is another X amount of dollars. So I think some GX owners, when they notice they accelerate in the GX, there's like a little bit of a delay, a little bit of a lag to put the power down. So I heard that after the tune you get a more linear power band, and power is available from lower RPM a little bit more readily and easily, but we shall see. Right now I'm just going to Costco real quick, but I think I'm in. Dude, I'm not used to driving in California streets. Like sometimes, like it may seem pretty straightforward where you want to go, but then sometimes it's not straightforward. I don't know. It just seems confusing sometimes. Just trying to get from place to place. I think I was supposed to go north instead of south, and here I am, meandering around like a Neanderthal. So let's just see. I gotta get back on the highway. And then we gotta go to 405. Right now, the KDSS drives fairly sporty because it's just kind of in its nature. But in my rear, I have the billet clamps a little bit out of place because of the lift, I guess. So they're a little bit out of place, and I think that happens naturally when you do lift a vehicle. So we're gonna get those replaced, or actually, we're gonna put Dr KDSSs ones on there. So hopefully they'll make a difference. But yeah, I just want to get like a little bit, just a quick little just driving now that my car's back see how it drives after the tune. So I'm at Phil's shop here in California, and we're going to replace the, what we'll call it, a lot of the one KDSS part, and also the track bar and the Panhard Track Bar. So as you can see, the billet clamps are out of place, and also we're going to fix the track bar angle because it's a little bit angled right now. So we're going to do all of that and just also do a MBP tune on the GX460. So I heard that makes it, you know, more efficient, more linear power band, so it's a little bit better to drive. Here are the parts here. So we've got the track bar. I got it in red, and then we have let's see here. We've got some other parts. Here are the billet clamps that are going to replace the ones that are out of place. Red as well. Here's the bolt-on track bar correction kit. So all the parts are in here. Here, laid out. I've got the track bar, the billet clamps, and the correction kit with all the bolts. So you got I think it's a 10 millimeter, it says. This is this is 10.9. I'm not too knowledgeable on all this stuff, so don't quote me on all the parts and stuff. I'm just an amateur enthusiast, so I leave it to the experts for all the installs and things like that. But yeah, we're gonna install everything and make sure everything's good to go. So this is what we're looking at. These are out of place. They definitely need to be replaced, or at least put back together. So that's why we have these parts right here. So it'll all come together. So you can see the heavier springs here. It's one of the wheels off. These bump stocks are getting old. Maybe I should get some new ones here pretty soon. But yeah, not looking too bad. I think brakes I should probably get changed at some point here soon. Panhard?
Yeah.
Track bar. Okay. And in its stock form, it should be level, right?
Yes. Technically, it's almost level. There's still a little slant to it.
Yeah. So Dom's part is an upgrade to.
It's an upgrade. Technically, you could have used a stock bar.
Yeah.
With the bolt-on kit, perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
But you like the bling, so.
I guess so. It's expensive. It's all just money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But Dom's part, I can always keep the stock part if I ever want to put it back on.
Yeah, you could. But once you upgrade, why? You know.
Yeah.
People just end up trashing it. It becomes like this whole pile of stock parts.
That's true.
You know.
I could use it as a baseball bat. Like,
yeah, you could.
No, when I do travel, I take my guns with me, but I can't use them in California, so they're locked up in the Airbnb right now. But
yeah, you just can't. I conceal carry.
Yeah.
I have a license to conceal carry, right? But at the end of the day, you have to see it this way: your life or mine.
No, that's true. But you know, the number one thing is like avoiding the circumstances too.
That's what they teach you in concealed carry class. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about.
Sure.
You see that?
Yeah.
It's got teeth on it. Right?
You wouldn't even notice if like.
You wouldn't notice it. But this is the reason why bolts come loose, because they sheared it off. It doesn't bite anymore.
Okay.
It will back itself out. This having teeth allows it to bite and stay in place.
And similarly with the billet clamps, the ones on the front that I have
but you drill.
Yeah, we put the set screws in there. But Dom was saying for this one you don't have to.
You don't
have to.
You don't. Yeah, it doesn't move like the front does.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no set screw in the rear.
Okay. And did you notice any? I don't think the lean is that horrible. Like when you sit.
Honestly, it looked fine when you backed it in. And I looked at it. I was like, what?
I think the springs settled over the time that I drove here.
Yeah. Right. The best way is to use a bolt.
Use a bolt.
You see? So you know it's squared. Both sides. You know.
Sure.
Get a bolt long enough that fits in there, and it'll be perfect. That's the exact length you want.
You can tell the weight difference too.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I like to use stock parts as much as I can, because you know it was engineered properly for it.
No, that's true. That's true. This is just overkill.
Yeah, it is definitely overkill.
Because Don actually like races his cars. I just take mine on road trips.
Yeah.
And occasionally I'll do like a top of the world Moab or something.
Yeah.
I did this one road in Utah called Smoky Mountain Road. It takes me from Big Water, Utah to Escalante. It's 70 miles of off-roading. I did that last summer when I came out west. And I did it without a spare tire.
Yeah.
So that was risky.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is you can go off-roading, you never have an issue, but then when you get to town, that's when you have a nail in your tire or something.
But that's because people in town, they do construction. Well, I would keep that on the side just because.
I'd keep that, yeah.
When this one needs to get service, you can pop that in.
Because Dom said a lot of his parts are for the lifetime of the car.
It is, but uniballs, heim joints and stuff are not lifetime. Okay, they're race parts, so they need to be serviced very frequently. I bet you, once you start hearing creaking and stuff in the rear end, it's this. You know, Fox, Kings, anything with a spherical bearing underneath.
So this has a design with, it has a
It's bushing. It's rubber. Yeah, they meant to flex and everything, so.
So I guess, am I really getting a better part, or?
For race, yeah, but not for, you know.
Will I feel a noticeable driving difference?
Yes. The rear end will be so planted.
Slant.
It feels solid.
How do you, on the bolts, sometimes they don't always have the millimeter written, right?
You know, if you work with it long enough, you'll know what size it is.
By muscle memory, yeah.
Memorizing it, and you know, that's why you always pull out the same tool every time. You need to work on it, you know.
Absolutely.
Second nature.
Yeah.
Second nature. This
You know, it's funny, my car didn't come with the factory tow hitch.
Really?
No, but it comes with the connection. But
yeah, they all do. Pre-wired already.
You can get mud in these easily.
Yes.
Like of that, like 3M grease or anything like that, or will that attract more dirt and grime?
It will attract more dirt and grime. I don't know what kind of 3M grease you're talking about. Where
you know, like that, like if that, some of the grease that they put like on the drive shaft, like.
That you need to use this specific grease for that.
Yeah.
And what that's on the inside, if it's on the drive line, you got to pump it in.
Okay.
You know, so it's lubricating the inside, not the outside.
Not the outside.
and then whatever's left over slings out. That's a trade secret right there. Little dead blow. Enjoy it.
Sure.
Use a dead blow. Protects it, you know.
Because it's rubber, right?
It's not even rubber. It's a plastic hammer with sand in it.
Oh.
So, with a normal hammer, what happens when you strike a surface?
It depends if it's like malleable or ductile. Like it'll
Bounce back.
bounce back. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a dead blow.
Dead blow.
Yeah.
As the name suggests, it doesn't.
It stops dead on its track.
Ah.
Does not bounce back.
Okay.
That's why people like to use it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And they probably don't make a spark either.
They do.
So because I'm using the Shorty, he has to cut that nub a little bit on there. So that's what he just did. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So where'd that nut go?
So you did it so.
So this nut
The nut on here.
on the back side, right? If you don't cut off that little bracket that holds the wire in place, this can't sit flush with the adapter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so it interferes.
Okay. So
That's the only reason why you cut it off.
to sit flush.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all about being in peace and you know.
It's kind of crazy just how like I don't know. I guess people get bored and they just start fighting each other.
Yeah. That's life for me. It's too peaceful. Let's make war.
So Milwaukee is your tool of choice?
That is my tool. I'm Team Red.
Team Red.
Team Red.
DeWalt makes good stuff too, right? Sure.
They do.
And a lot of times they're all manufactured by the same company somewhere.
They are. There's an umbrella company.
I know.
But I've had Milwaukee. I went from Ryobi to Milwaukee and I feel back.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what would happen if you just like, you know, took off all this and just drove it? Like what would break?
Dude, it would wobble side to side.
It would wobble side to side.
Because now you see how this is only reinforced going up and down, right? You got 4 trailing arms going up and down. So what happened to your side to side? There's no stability.
No stability.
So if you're to drive, it's gonna shimmy the rear end. You'll probably lose control
Okay.
from overcorrection.
That's cool.
You know.
Interesting. You'll probably have some lights come on too. Maybe, I don't know.
No lights will come on. Because there's no. Your traction may kick on a lot sooner.
It might.
because of yaw
Yeah.
sensor.
The Shorty, which basically keeps the. I think once you lower the car, you can see it more level.
Right.
And then the difference between this.
Actually, it should be level now because it's acting like it's on the ground. Because you jacked it up from the diff. It's supported on the spring.
So it's much straighter than it was before.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the point of what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And Phil, the reason why you put these clamps next to the stock ones were just to give it like.
Yeah, just give it a little bit more.
Because the stock ones weren't broken at all. So there was no need to. What would be the
difference if you took those out and just put these?
Honestly, it probably wouldn't be any different because you have rubber bushings in between, but now you're just adding more cushion to it.
Just add more cushion. Cool.
Okay, so we did the work and we just got the MBP Tune. Basically, the car has to relearn everything now, so it's now as if it was brand new from the factory when I got it back in August 2023. We did the rear work, so it drives a little stiffer. There's less wobble, there's less play, but like he said, when you add some of these parts, there are other places where stress is, you know, engaged more. So, you know, when you start modifying things like that away from stock, you know, you tend to take away from its original form a little bit. So you just have to be mindful about things like that. And as far as driving and things like that go, I didn't notice it right off the bat when he did the tune. So he did another quick little adjustment modification, and then he basically said, you know, just drive it for like a couple hundred miles, see how it looks, see how it turns out, and then you'll notice it. So I think when I take it on the highway, maybe I'll notice a little bit better there. But yeah, let's once I get on the freeway, I think I'll notice a little bit better. I'm really happy with Phil at his shop. You know, he does a lot of smog testing and all that stuff. You know, regular car work that he would do for his community, but he also does the 4x4 stuff. And he's a legend in his own right for his own stuff. So the car feels a little bit more. It doesn't have to, like, it's making power at less fuel input than before. So you don't have to like dig deep to get all the power from going 90% throttle. So now it's more instantaneous and linear versus kind of like a parabolic. Dude, I forgot math, but yeah, it just drives a little better, drives a little smoother. I can kind of feel it now. Yeah, I can feel it. You know, it's learning. It's like a Terminator. You know, it's a learning machine, as they call it. But yeah, man, dude, I'm kind of happy with Phil. Awesome guy. Took me at a moment's notice. I met Dom. So the tune cost me about 500 something, and then the bolt-ons, you know, another like 200 whatever. So total was 750. So a decent amount of work. We had some lunch before, so it was a great day. And Dom got me the parts. And I kept my old part too. So yeah, we'll see how it drives, and I think I got some really cool upgrades on my car.